Well, hello everyone. Hello boys and girls and parents and caregivers and anyone who is joining us on this sunny Wednesday afternoon. My name is Miss Vlada. I am a children's librarian at Cook Memorial Library District. And today I want to share a book with you. It's called Mole and the Baby Bird, written by Marjorie Newman and illustrated by Patrick Benson. So, just to make sure we're on the same page, you all know that moles are small, dark animals who live under the ground, right? Okay, so we had this little guy here, little mole. One day, he went out for a walk and he found a baby bird. Can you see it? Turns out the baby bird fell out of its nest. And so, Mole waited and waited to see if the big bird, the mommy, would come and pick it up. But he waited and waited, and no big bird came to help it. So, Mole took the baby bird home to his parents. Look. He made a nest for it right here. He made a nest. And then he showed the bird and the nest to his mother. But his mother said, "It's very, very hard to take care of a baby bird." And his father said, "They usually die. My bird won't die," said Mole. And so he asked his friends to help him collect food for the bird. What do birds eat? Worms, bugs, right? So all his friends came and helped him find food for the baby bird. See? It's so nice to have friends who can help you, right? And then his mother showed him how to feed the bird. And so every time the little bird chirped, chirp, chirp, our mole gave it food. And he became a very good caregiver. And so the baby bird did not die. In fact, it grew and grew. Mole would say, "It's my pet bird." But his mom would say, "It's not a pet bird. It's a wild bird. It needs to live in the wild." And as the bird grew bigger, every now and then it would flutter its wings. How do birds flutter their wings? Like this, right? "See," said Mother, "your bird is trying to fly." "No," said Mole, "it shouldn't fly." Why do you think he said that? Oh, I have an idea. Mole found some wood planks and some nails, and then he checked out his father's toolbox and he used some tools. What is he going to do with it? "What are you making?" asked his father. "I am making a cage for my bird," said Mole. "It's not a pet bird," said his father. "It's a wild bird. You should let it fly." "No!" cried Mole. And so he finished the cage, and then he put his bird, his pet bird, in the cage. Do you see the bird? Does it look happy? No. The bird was very sad. Mole's mother was sad too. But Mole kept his bird because he loved it. And if you look at this picture, you see that Mole is sitting next to the cage and he's reading a picture book to his pet bird. He really is taking good care of his bird. Then one day, Grandpa came to visit. And Mole showed him his pet bird. "I have a cage, and in the cage is my pet bird," said Mole. He was so proud. But Grandpa said, "Let's go for a walk, little Mole." And remember, we mentioned in the beginning that usually moles live under the ground. So imagine how this looks to someone who just came from under the ground. Grandpa took Mole to the top of a high hill. Mole looked down at the trees far below. Can you just feel how great it feels to be standing on top of a hill? Can you feel the wind on your cheeks and hear all the birds? That's what happened to Mole. He looked down and he felt the wind. The wind was trying to lift him. And he got so happy and he shouted, "Wee! I am flying! I am flying!" And then he remembered that back home, under the ground, there was a cage, and his pet bird was sitting in it. So when Mole got home, he took a look at his bird, and the bird looked very sad. It was sitting very still in its cage in Mole's dark room under the ground. And Mole said, "Birds are meant to fly." And so he opened the cage door and he let the bird fly away. Because he loved it. And when you love someone, you want them to be happy. And when the bird flew away, Mole, of course, cried. But the next morning, Mole went into the forest. And can you believe it? He saw his bird. It was flying, soaring, free. And Mole was very glad. His bird was happy, and it lived exactly where it should live. Let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. See? Twixie. That's my dog, sorry. And that is the story of Mole and the Baby Bird, written by Marjorie Newman and illustrated by Patrick Benson. Thank you very much for joining us today, and please tune in again this Friday at 3 o'clock. Thank you. Bye.